Going on to all of my Pisces out there. So let's get into this, right? So, all right. So for you Pisces, whoa, for you Pisces, you've got the Star, the Ten of Swords, the Chariot, okay, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Magician, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, and last but not least, you have the Eight of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you Pisces is okay. That's interesting. So the Star, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot is essentially about these three cards right here really speak to essentially so many different things. Not only does it speak about in that regard about the precedent of this board, right? The tarot, but also the precedent of who you are as a living being and the stage you're in now. The Star, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot really speaks to me about how this is about you Pisces and your mentality, about how it is that you're looking for the real thing. You're looking for love, okay, and you're dating, right? The Ten of Swords, things aren't necessarily going the way that you want it to because you have so many people out here who are fake. But at the same time, the Chariot represents how, but you're going to continue to move forward anyway. You're not afraid of, you're really not afraid of not having people fit into your life in that way where they could be a partner. And a lot of you Pisces are being brave in that regard and you're not afraid. And that's good because what it means about you Pisces is that you Pisces are, like I said, you're very brave and you know that, you're going to continue to move forward with this. And and whatever happens, you're willing to let it go, which is good because it means that you Pisces are learning. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords represents, one of the things that you're learning is to not necessarily fall apart when things fall apart, right? Because the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords represent you may have even within the past couple of days or whatnot tried to get to know somebody who takes things a little bit too personally. And the reason why it is I'm saying that in the first place is because if you've been listening to what it is that I have to say, then I'm a huge advocate for when you're getting to know somebody, really pay attention to their words and their actions. You don't know these people. So you have to feel them out. And when I say feel them out, I don't mean physically. I mean that you have to keep your eyes open. You have to be aware of what's going on and don't ignore certain things that will end up being a bigger problem or a bigger issue later on as you continue to get to know this person. Well, the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords represents just that, how this person wants to be in a relationship, but but their perspective about their partners are not necessarily the best thing in the world. And for you Pisces, obviously that isn't going to work because Pisces represents a clean slate, right? Pisces represents, you know, again, a clean slate, the ability to look at people and give people the benefit of the doubt. But then when you have this person that doesn't want to do that, obviously that's going to clash with you and what you've got going on because your outlook in life, Pisces, is there's no need to look at a person and be like, whatever, whatever, whatever. That usually has to be built off of history, off of time of seeing something repeat over and over and over and over and over again. So much so to the point where, because you Pisces do learn from your mistakes, obviously, as I'm talking about it in this reading. It's just that the thing with you Pisces is that it takes you a while because you want to give people the benefit of the doubt so that people can't say, "Oh, this was a one-off," and that you tripping and that you don't know what you're talking about. So you're letting them do what it is that they do, right? If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me or purchase any one of my other services. The link to my website is in the comment section below, right? Kareemspiritworks, Wix site is in the comment section below, right? In which you can get any, you can get any one of my services, as well as my Instagram page is in the comment section, as well as my Teespring store, which you can get any one of my apparel, right? From pants to shirts to hoodies, as well as my Amazon, right? Link, which has both my Amazon books. Appreciate it, by the way. But um, yeah. So the magician now, right? The magician now represents this being a situation for you where the magician, sorry, right, eating some chips, but before I got on camera. But the magician represents, well, the magician would normally represent Virgo, Gemini, or Scorpio. But the magician in this tarot reading represents you, the Three of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about how people may have these types of perspectives about you, Pisces, right? The Three of Swords, these perspectives, these ideologies, right? While at the same time, Nine of Pentacles, this is them acting like they don't have that, right? While at the same time, testing you to see what you are about. And you, Pisces, right? The magician, you look at it like you're above all that testing stuff because, again, all these people trying to save time, but they're trying to save time incorrectly, right? The things that they need to know is already more than likely already right in front of their face. It takes a very good person who is a liar to get past the stage where you're getting to know them, right? The brief friendship stage, right? Which should only last a month, considering if you're getting to know these people and you're really speaking to them a whole lot. The friendship stage should only be lasting a month. A month. Some sort of intimacy should be integrated into that. Otherwise, you're going to remain, technically, you're still friends up until you do that, because friends don't integrate intimacy like that into romantic relationships. That's the thing that separates romantic relationships from friendships. That's one of the things, I should say. That's not the only thing, but that's one of the things. So the situation with that is you need to understand that, or you Pisces should understand that, this person is trying to, like, these people from the past have tried to test you, right? And like for you Pisces already understand that if they were really looking for someone for real, right, then they wouldn't have to do that. You Pisces essentially, you make their perspectives look useless because you totally exceed their perspective. You fly above it. The perspective of, they think of you Pisces as being lowly, right? And they think of people that they're trying to get to know in relationships, period, regardless of zodiac sign, as lowly. But, or they used to do that because you may not be with them now. And you Pisces essentially exceed that and show and prove it how much these people are bugging, right? And that they really don't know what it is that they talking about, that they judging a little bit too broadly, right? They painting everybody too much with a broad brush, but they're not really paying attention to there are some exceptions out here. So the emperor represents them. They're gonna they would have, it's a good thing that you left them if you did. And if you're still in a relationship with them or still trying to get to know them, let me just go ahead and ease your mind. You should leave them because the emperor represents they're still going to have this type of mindset, even if, right, they throw these tests at you and you essentially pass these types of character tests with flying colors. So the thing is that the Eight of Swords now represents, so with that being said, the Eight of Swords is about how you just make sure that you don't take it personally too, but you know why it is that you're leaving. Because whenever it is that I get eight, right? Like eight swords, Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, those cards are always about the moment of truth, the hard, harsh look at reality and needing and doing the things that you need to do, right? It's a humbling experience, right? To whomever, to yourselves, to the other person. So let's clarify the Eight of Swords. See what's next. Now that you're not with this person, or you're not gonna be with this person for long anymore because you see it. Let's see what's next for you. So then you have the Magician to clarify the Eight of Swords, the Six of Swords, right? The Four of Wands and the Moon, right? The Magician, the Six of Swords, someone new is coming in anyway. So even if you and this person break up, someone new is going to be coming in. Someone brand new. You haven't even talked to these people yet. It's going to be coming right on in. You're going to get to, and when I say that, I mean you may be the one to get to know other people. This could also mean you're going to be the one to go out there and speak to other people too. But the point that I'm trying to make here with these two cards as a combination in this reading specifically is you're not letting the fact that you're not hanging out with this person because you found out that their perspective is messed up, right? And it's a good thing that you did find that out super early, but you're not going to allow this to stop you. You're moving forward anyway, regardless of whether someone's coming up to you trying to start up a conversation or you doing that to other people. The Four of Wands and the Moon represents this being a situation for you where I will say that you may want to take some time, right? May want to take about a month. If you don't want to take a month and you're experienced, you can take about 2 weeks, but that's only for the most experienced. I live in New York, but this is New York. But uh this that's only for the most experienced people, but I suggest that you take a month off. If you find yourself being upset and taking things personally, I suggest you take a month off because you shouldn't take it personally because again, most people are fake. So you cannot take what most people do so personally. Understand that you're the real one in a sea of fake people.